Hello everyone, Lady De Winter here, and today we are going to try to do a tutorial on the Sunburst coasters that I made, and I said I'd do a tutorial on, and boy am I regretting that, because this has been the hardest setup I've ever tried to do in all my recording history. So what we're going to do is we are going to use 24/7 cotton in lemon, citron, lemon, whatever. It is a 4-weight medium, it says. I don't buy that for a minute. It says to use a G or a 6 needle, which is a 4mm needle. I'm using an H8 5mm needle. And this is a Susan Bates. See if I can get it turned around so you can see that. Susan Bates needle. And yeah. So, well, the first thing we're going to do is now find the end of our yarn, because this has been a trial and error, folks. It really has. I have not had a lot of luck so far making this tutorial. Okay, I'm assuming in this tutorial that you all know how to do most of this stuff. You know how to make a slip knot. You know how to make a foundation chain. I'll go over it lightly with you, okay? Wrap your yarn around your finger, poke it through, and pull it taut. And then slip your needle in and pull it taut again. And there you have your slip knot on your needle. Now, we are going to chain 5 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we have our 5 chains. Now I know you can see that because that looks pretty good. Okay, we're going to insert our hook in the first chain by our knot. That would be that one right there, and that makes kind of a circle. We're going to pull through and make a slip stitch. Now we have a circle. Into this circle, let me get my yarn wrapped around my fingers properly. Okay. Into this circle, we're going to do 1, 2, 3 chain stitches. That counts as 1 double crochet. We're going to do 11 more double crochets. So, 1, 2. As you notice, I'm putting my tail underneath my stitches. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, oops. So that means we have 12 stitches. Let's count them to be sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. One too many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we had enough. I screwed up. So we'll make one more stitch in there. We now have 12 stitches. What we're going to do now is we're going to go up to this 3rd chain. 1, 1, 2, 3. We're going to insert our needle. We're going to make a slip stitch in there to close our circle. Now we're going to chain 3, or no, we're going to move over 1. We're going to slip stitch into the next stitch. And sometimes it's a little hard for my arthritic hands to do, so just bear with me. There we go. We're going to slip stitch into that one, and then we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to make another double crochet in that stitch. No, in the stitch, not in the gap in the stitch. In the stitch. Again, this is a little tricky to do. You got to get your needle through, wrap your yarn, pull your needle through there. Oh God, very tricky to do. This is why I don't do tutorials often, folks. My arthritic hands don't like it. There is our double crochet. Now we start out with 2. Now we should have 2 double crochets in each of the stitches to come up with 24 stitches. Okay? So we're going to go here. 1, 2. And I'm sorry about that gap there. I don't know why that is, but that's just the way it is. So it will close once the pot holder or the coaster is done. 2. Okay. 2. My thumb where I broke it is just in agony today, and it's not even going to rain. It just hurts from poking the needle through tight stitches is what gets that thumb that badly. And it's this one right here that was broken. So my poor hands have been through the ringer, folks. That's what factory work will do to you. Let's lower my arms. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. So 2 in each all the way around. And what we're doing is we're increasing the size of our circle. That is very important that we make our circle bigger, because otherwise the little points are not going to work. Oh, that's a half double, not a... tutorials make me very nervous. I'm not good at them. Okay, that's 2. Now at the end of this we need to have 24 stitches. So I will come back in just a moment when I'm finished with this, and we will count our stitches. Okay, here we go. We have 2 double crochets in each of our 12 foundation chain stitches. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go into the top of the 3rd chain from the bottom. We're going to insert in that little tiny loop there, and sometimes I just do that because it just makes my life easier, and sometimes even that doesn't work. That's because sometimes I make my stitches way too tight. Gauge is not my thing, folks. Gauge is just not my thing. Now, you just kind of work your stitches around a little bit. They'll be a little bit loose, or they'll be holy in some areas, but it will close up once you get everything in here. Okay, now, what we're going to do now is another increase. We are going to go over 1 stitch, I think. Hold on, guys, I got to look at this. I'm using this as because I didn't write any of this down. I just made this up as I went. Okay, yeah, that is my chain. Okay. Yeah, not sure exactly how I did that. That is I can't find my chain stitch that took me up. Let me try another one. Let's see. Ah, there it is. Okay. There's my chain stitch that took me up. And that we did 1 single stitch. So, okay. We're going to do a chain 3, which counts again as a double crochet. We're going to go to our next stitch, and we're going to do 2 double, whoops, we're not going to drop our stitch. Oh, Okay, we're going to do a double crochet in this stitch. We're going to do 2 of them actually, because now we're doing a 2 1 2 increase. So 2 in this stitch, if you don't drop your stitch like I'm doing, 2 in this stitch, and then 1 in the next stitch, and then 2 in the next stitch, and 1 in the next stitch. And the reason this is all looking so loose is because I did not pull my tail tight. You can actually do like a magic circle and pull your tail tight on one of these. So just in case you didn't know that. So we're going to go 1 here, and then 2 in the next stitch. And you're going to do that 2 1 2 all the way around the circle until you get here. And then you're going to count your stitches. So I'll be right back when I'm finished. So here we are. And this is 36 stitches. If you do not have 36 stitches, go back and find out why. You have to have 36 stitches for this pattern to work. So now we are going to do a slip stitch here in our 3rd chain from the hook, from the bottom, slip stitch there. Now, here's where the adorable little points come in. Okay? Now, all right. What we're going to do is, here's my chain. Okay, here's where I come up from my chain. I chain into the first stitch, okay? Or I single crochet into the first stitch right here. Single crochet, okay? Then we go into the next stitch and do, we go into the next stitch, okay, and we do 2 double crochets, 2 double crochets. It's been a while since I made this, guys. I did kind of review the pattern. Yeah, 2 double crochets. Then to make our cute little point, we pull some more yarn out of our bowl. We push that out of the way so you can see this. Okay. We chain 3. This is what gives this the point. Now, a lot of people might want to make a picot there. I chain 3. In the same stitch, you double crochet 3 more. So that's 2 more. 2. And as you see, it makes that cute little point. So, now, we're going to skip this stitch, if I'm not mistaken. No, okay. We're going to single crochet in this stitch. Okay, skip a stitch, do a 2 double crochet. I don't know why my stitches are so tight, but they are. Okay, 3 chains, 2 double crochets in that same stitch without dropping the stitch. And there you have another little point. Now you could do this with any yarn you want, okay? You don't have to use this yarn, okay? I'm using this yarn because that's what I made these out of. I had an extra amount of it, so I thought, okay, I'm going to do that. So now our next one is, let me see, hold on. Okay, so we went there. We skipped that. We do a single crochet in our next stitch, which is this one right here. We do a single crochet in that one. We skip a stitch, we do our 2 double crochet, three chains, 2 double crochet, all in the same stitch. Then we do a single crochet in the next stitch. We skip a stitch, so the stitch right here next to our single crochet we're going to skip. We're going to go in this stitch right here. So we're going to do a single crochet. Why did I wrap my needle? No. We're going to do a double crochet twice, 2 double crochets, and the chain 3 and 2 more double crochets, and then our single crochet in the stitch next to it, skip the next stitch, 2 double crochet, and now you're seeing how much fun it is to work with arthritic hands. 2 double crochet, 3 chain, 2 double crochet, one single crochet in the next stitch, skip this stitch, 2 double crochet, and I got the wrong, there we go, let's get that right, there we go, 2 double crochet, that little piece of yarn just wants to go up there, so I'm gonna let it. Okay, 3 chains. Gotta pull out some more yarn, guys, sorry. Okay, 3 chain stitches, and then in the same stitch we're going to do 2 more double crochets, and we're going to drop our stitch because you know that's how we roll in the Shire. So okay, single crochet in the next stitch, skip a stitch, 2 double crochets, three chains, 2 double crochet. And that's how you make this pattern, guys. It's not hard, it's just what it is. You have to make sure your stitch count is correct so that your peaks have the proper place to be peaked at. You know, peaky peaks. And mine are a little wide open because my stitch tension is off because of my arthritis, but it should look like this. That is how your little coaster should look. Now, I'm going to make this one for my coffee cup on my desk, so we're going to do a non-wrapped single crochet here. Then we're going to skip the stitch. We're going to go here, and we're going to drop our stitch, and then we're going to make a double crochet and another double crochet. Remember, it's 2 double crochets, 3 chain stitches, 2 double crochets. The tighter you crochet, the better your peaks will look. I am a very loose crocheter. I have always been a very loose crocheter. Single crochet in the next stitch, skip a stitch, go to the next stitch, get your yarn so it's not catching. There we go. 2 double crochets. Then 3 chains and 2 double crochet. Now I'm going to pause here and I will come back to show you how to finish your coaster. All right, everybody, we're back. Now, we are to our last 3 stitches. Now, this is very important because that stitch there is going to come into play too. So, we're going to do our skip 1, which we're skipping this stitch here, this one right here. We're going to make our 2 double crochet. I had to stop and think for a minute what they were called. 2 double crochet, 3 chain, 2 double crochet, and now if you're not a ninny like I am, you won't make that stitch so tiny because that's where your final single crochet goes. There we go, got it. Okay, and that's where your final single crochet goes. And then so that you don't have a big gap here, you kind of want to slip stitch into that bottom one there, and there you go. Pull up a loop so that you have some yarn there to weave in or to sew in, and boom, there is your coaster. Let me pull this through. I always make a double here because I don't want it to come loose. So there we go. Now you just tuck that down a little bit, and there is your sunshine coaster. Now, there you go. Now you might want to use a different kind of yarn to make a tighter coaster, but all in all, I think it's adorable. I think it's well worth the time and effort, and I am very pleased with these. I think they're cute as sin. You just want to pinch your area just a little bit so those close, and there you go. You've got a little sunny coaster for your table. So, as you see, I'm not very good at tutorials, but this one turned out okay, I think. Of course, you'll sew these ends in. You know how to do that. You do not need me to show you how to sew the ends in. If you do, I usually take a needle and I go over top of this stitch and around that one with that, and then I clip it off. And then this one I would sew into these here, underneath here, and back the other direction, and then cut them off. So there you go, everybody. Until next time, this is Lady De Winter reminding you that you're never too old to do anything you set your mind to doing. Yes, these do look better because my hands were in better shape when I made these than this one. But you got the drift. It is 12 double crochets in a circle, 24 double crochets 2 in 1 stitch, 36 in this one where you do a 2-1 2-1 pattern, and then the top here is you come up, you do a single crochet in the very first stitch that you come up in, and then you do 2 double crochets, 3 chain stitches, 2 double crochets, a single crochet, skip a stitch, 2 doubles, 3 chain, 2 doubles, single crochet, skip a stitch, and continue on like that. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Until next time, this is Lady De Winter reminding you you're never too old to do anything you set your mind to doing. Bye-bye for now.